I'm in prison. I can't leave. It's concrete. It's steel. It's always sound. People are yelling. They don't turn the lights off. I got to wait in line for the microwave. I got to argue with people to get on the phone. The shower lines are crazy. There's no peace. The guards are on me. They're trying to tell me what to do when I don't want to do it. I can't even walk out my door unless they push a button, and I can't register. I can't register. I needed that drink at that time. I felt like in that moment, and maybe I don't know, maybe in some way, weird way, even now, I feel like I needed to be numb because Lord knows in that moment there was something in me I needed to let out. And had I might have never came home. I was so angry. I was tired and exhausted, confused. I knew that I had did something, but all these years in, I'm still here. There's no relief. There's no change in the law. My lawyer had told me there's always an opportunity to get back in. I'm watching people apply for conditional pardons and all that, getting shot down. There's no parole. I'm not going home. So I'm not trying to hear it. I'm going to have this drink. I'm going to have this drink. Then I met Steve. Steve, man, he was all in all positive, good brother. We met one morning. He had the chessboard out, was reading a chess book. I had just got done working out, doing laps. I just asked him, I was drinking a cup of coffee. I was like, bro, you about to play anybody? He was like, nah. He's like, you trying to play? I was like, yeah. And that was it. Two guys playing chess in the middle of pod. And next thing you know, it was count time. We had played, man, probably 3, 4, 5, 6 games, whatever. And I remember who won. I'm nice. But over those course of those games, we just, small talk, got a little deeper. Chess is a thinking man's game. So the conversation got deep with the game, He's a good player. Was a good player. And we started to talk about family. We started to talk about our prison sentences. But the main thing we started talking about was them demons that we were battling. Like trying to be sober. He was battling substance abuse. I was battling alcohol. And by the time it was count time and we got done playing chess, we literally made a promise. We was like, bro, we're going to start working out. We're going to play chess. We said we both wanted to learn a second language. All that from that morning conversation playing chess, we was just like, man, we fed up. He was getting ready to go home. And we both wanted to change. I wasn't getting ready to go home, but man, I was just glad to be around somebody that was getting ready to go home, honestly, at this time. Because most of the guys I was around, they were lifers that had more time than me. So the energy was different. The conversation was different. We could talk about the streets. A lot of times when you're in prison, you can't really talk about the streets or freedom because usually your cell partner or somebody may have way more time than you. You never know. But I was rooting them on. When I say bro was a real one and he was blessed, not only that day on did we really hold each other accountable when it came to sobriety, because there was a couple times when I slipped and he pulled up on me and we had a real conversation and he held me accountable. I seen him leading by example. Like I never seen him. He was always on his game. He was motivating people. He became one of the speakers for the NA program. It was just a lot of good stuff. On top of that, let me tell you something. He had won 2 lawsuits before he was getting ready to go home. One, he got hit in the face by a guard with a thing of milk when he was handcuffed in the back of a van on his way to get chemo. He beat cancer. He had bone cancer. I don't know if it was bone cancer. He had cancer in his foot. He beat that. And he won another lawsuit because when he was in a medical transport van, they got hit. They got by another car. So this man, he had resources. He came from a good family. He was going home. He beat cancer. He had his health. He had it all. And I remember just, sitting there and some nights we playing chess. I'm like, yo, what you about to do? He's like, man, I'm about to get this clothing line going. I'm going to do this auto body shop. He would show me, the different stuff that he was coming up with drawing because he was a real good drawer, artist for his clothing line. I was like, yo, this is only going to be fire. And we talked. And he was like, bro, when you get home, you already know what it is. I'm going to make sure you got all the gear. And I was excited. The day came when he was able to go home already. He's walking out the door. And we got his number, me and a few of the brothers. And that night, we had called him. And when we called him, like, we was lit. We was excited. But we ain't stay on the phone because he was with his family, his old lady. We was just happy to hear one of our brothers free. The second day we called back. Same thing, man. We was lit, excited. You know what I'm saying? Just all the way turned up. One of our brothers was free. He was telling us everything he was getting ready to do. Boom, boom, boom. But let me tell you something about prison. When somebody walks out the door in prison, that's when you start hearing everything that's true about a person and the rumors. Everybody that didn't like a person, they start putting their business out there. And the ones that they feel like that person left behind, they start putting their business out there. And immediately we started hearing, rumors about, the brother Steve, that he was using strips, not the sabak, or not actual downers, or I don't know what the word is, but strips were used as substitutes for a more serious downer, if you get what I'm saying. We never seen this. I never seen bruh under the influence of anything. We worked out, we made meals, all that. But you don't know what a person doing 24/7 in prison. What I do know is, on top of hearing those rumors, on the third day of us calling him, instead of him picking up, his mom picked up. And immediately she told us that he's gone. What happened? He evidently did come home with some sort of addiction, which we learned later on. And on his third day, instead of him using the strips, he went for the more serious downer, if y'all follow me, that he had access to now on the street. When he used it the first time, his body wasn't ready. He overdosed. The people that were in the car with him, instead of them calling 911, they kicked him out the back of the car on the side of the road and left him to die on the side of a forest preserve. That was the moment I already had it etched in my mind, for numerous reasons, that I was going to keep on with my sobriety, for a way to honor my friend, at least in those walls. I understood the seriousness of it, and I learned real quick the harsh reality that if I walk out these gates with something bad can happen to me too. I wish I could tell you he's the only brother that went home and within the first 2 weeks didn't overdose, you know what I'm saying, and pass away, but it's countless. It's countless. I wanted to tell this part of my story because I have to highlight the substance abuse issues that are going on right now in Department of Corrections. They've been going on for years, and it's no secret that a lot of the staff, etc., they're the problem. They're enabling these things to happen. I was tired. I had lost double digits the people that I had rocked with. And now, I didn't want to be close to anybody at all. I was going to isolate. Sober, yes. At least I try to be. Not trying to rock with nobody? Nah. Because I'm losing everybody that I'm cool with. Now I just want to get home.